You don't mind, do you? You sure? Like turn the camera off. Okay. I don't even think it's about shelter, a place to stay anymore. A car? Probably. Everybody want a car. But shelter or a place to stay, I don't think it's about that anymore. Money, yes. But a place to stay? No. All the people that's fucking willing to help her, she'd have had a place by now.
Yeah. I don't understand that. And she knows it.
She'd have somewhere by now.
Yeah.
All them people was willing to help you. All them people, including me, he'd have had somewhere by now.
Yeah.
And even I suggested, even if you would stay somewhere with somebody temporarily till you got your own place. Okay, well, I don't do well with people. I have disorders. Then you're admitting that you have mental issues. Don't force mental psychiatry on me. Oh, hold on. I almost hit myself.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Okay.
How does she want people to help her?
She wants it all given to her. Like somebody's just gonna wake up and be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a
Okay,
house.
that's fine. There's folks that's willing to, but how? Because when people try to give advice, that's when they get cursed out. They get blocked. They get called names.
Yeah. She just thinks if somebody's one day is gonna be like, I'm gonna give you this house, I'm gonna give you this car.
And that's not realistic.
I know it ain't, but
I mean, this one guy, he even said if he had an extra car, he'll give it to her. Man, running about a good 10 years ago, that probably would have been realistic. Maybe even a good 20 years ago, that would have been. I mean, but that's sometimes family. You can't even get that from.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna run it back to what my friend said about my husband about me. She don't want what she says she want.
Mm. 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 So what is it that she wants?
Well, no, let's take it back. She did say she want her own house, her own place. But people can't just give her that. Those are usually things you work on.
No, she don't want to work for
And
it. She
only
wants
in
it
very
given.
rare cases do the GoFundMe shoot up to that much money really, really fast. In rare cases. You have to be like viral on the internet. I think that's the thing she's pushing for too, to go viral.
Yeah. But that's just, nobody's just going to give it to you. Huh. Trust me.
Because you see her numbers is going up and up and up and up. That was the whole scheme of the I'm not doing videos no more. You know, it's going to gain attention for everybody to be at their front seat to see if she really ain't going to make no videos no more to come. Oh, don't stop making videos, hon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't let them stop you. No.
Now, what we're going to talk about today, cults, is since I got a cult following. Yeah, right.
Oh, wow.
No, that was a little joke. We
I
know
know
that.
it was. I know it was.
That was a joke. But anyway, how? She always accused me of messing with her husband. She always accused me of taking her boyfriends and sometimes her girlfriends. She always accused me of locking her up in the room with her kids. Why you and him decided to play hide and go seek as grown adults this one time? My fool ass self. You was in college, came home, I believe, for a visit, or was good and out of college. One of the two. We was like 19 years old. Before I got married with my stupid ass. And I'm mad that I, realized shit late. But I do remember facts and events that happened. Right? And I did. I already had my meltdown before I got on video. Okay? And this ain't something I haven't talked about before. Why you and Dwayne was also in the room locked up. Why that? And then you said you was showing him stuff on your computer about Aaliyah. I bullshit you guys not. Why everything have to be based around Aaliyah like that? To the point where this room, you can take like if I remember correctly, like a key, no, a safety pin, not a safety pin, the paper clip, and get in the door that way, or was it like a credit card?
Right, yeah.
And pop the door like that, right? I still couldn't get in, so I'm bamming on the door. They want to play hide and go seek. I'm downstairs talking to a dude named Keith Young Turk, right? Because we went to elementary on up to high school together. To me, it was no biggie. Me and this guy dated for a day. A day. He decided, nah, bitch, you too ugly. I just can't do it with your ass. Alright, nigga, fine. Alright, so, but he like, hey, how you and your sister doing? Oh, yeah, they upstairs. Her and my boyfriend, they up there. They call themselves, want to play hide and go seek. So we downstairs talking and catching up. He's asking me how I'm doing. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm in the military now, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, wait a minute. Dude, how long we been talking? He like, it's been like 2 hours. I said, wait, how you go seek ain't that goddamn long? So I go upstairs, I'm bamming on the door like, what the fuck? So I'm like popping the fuck off. And you hear them, hold on. You hear them scooting around. Like, what the fuck going on? I kind of suspected that they did, but came like, I'm showing them stuff about Lee on my computer. I'm like, no, I saw him feeling like y'all was up here fucking. She's like, no, I'm showing them stuff on my computer, see? I'm like, oh, okay. But mind you, he was downstairs telling me about military stuff, about how they about to end us all with anthrax and all this kind of crazy stuff. So I'm downstairs like, oops, scared and stuff, like testing it. It was like them little Sprint phones and little flip phones and stuff like that. I mean, him talking about military stuff. They upstairs getting it. And I'm like, way downstairs in my foster mom house. She had a big house. So even if they was getting it, I couldn't hear it because it's a big ass house. All I knew was how much trouble I had getting in the door. And instead of them, it was like, I tried to get in the door. It was easy access to pop the door open, but they had like moved the dresser and maybe something like a bed or some shit in front of the fucking door. I'm like, I in real life can't get in this door right now. And you just hear them scooting around talking about some, just a minute, we coming. I said, why it take all this just to open the goddamn door? And she like, oh, they out of breath talking about some, oh, I had to show him something about some of this stuff on Leo on my computer. But it was always some stuff where Candy come running to me talking about some, Dwayne said, let's hug and kiss and make Brandy mad. So it was always some shit. And even like I said the other day, about how I gave her money to get my marriage license, birth certificate. She spent the rest of the money, but spent the stuff over here, but then but give the stuff over there. Something I feel like y'all shouldn't be married. So now does it add up when I say when Kandi tried to kill Raven? Now it adds up. Now I start thinking people be talking about, can you ignore it? Can you let it go? No, because I'm a little slow and I understand stuff a little better when I voice it out. It helps me think a little better for myself. Now it's like, damn, bitch. Them two was having an affair. Ain't no telling what the fuck was going on. She probably was licking his ass, sucking his balls, sucking them off. He probably was eating her ass, probably was sucking her toes, her funky ass toes. You know the bitch got fucking toe jam, fucking athlete feet, whatever. And the nigga does like to suck toes. Ain't no shit. And all this shit comes to a head now and she starts, like, I'm getting a better understanding of stuff now.
Yeah.
And now, with the shit with Raven, right? With the shit with Sean, Dwayne, I said, go see what the hell she doing in that goddamn room. Because she went in that room this time, not this room. On this side of the house, or the apartment, you can get a other way through the other side of the door, through the bathroom. Go around that way. They come running out, I'm telling you. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? They like, yeah, it's what you thought. So I'm like, no, let me separate y'all two. Just to be fair to Kandi, let me separate y'all two and let me find out separately. What the hell? I said, Sean, you go your ass outside. Dwayne, what happened? All right, Dwayne, you go your ass outside. Sean, what happened? Period, right? To be fair to Kandi. And they both told me the same goddamn thing. She was humping on Raven. Period. My dumb ass should have called the police instead of calling my foster mama first. I would have got justice then. No, instead my stupid ass called my foster mama. My foster mama like, you better not call the police. She's bonding with her, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Kandi trying to chase Dwayne around the house with a fucking knife. That is the more detail to the situation. All of a sudden, Kandi ass disappeared for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, we don't hear from Kandi, right? Dwayne busts out, wait, I ain't hear from Kandi for a while. Dwayne a little instigator. He a messy ass little nigga. But man, he messy, right? Messy like a female, right? So here we go. Dwayne calls her. And I'm like, don't say it like that because then she gonna... I'm like, no. He like, I got this. I'm like, don't say it like that because I said, you gonna get her here and confront her. He like, no, I got this. I'm like, all right. So he said, oh, Kandi, I know what you did. She said, what, you think I touched Raven? Me and her, he said, oh, I got her. I'm like, Dwayne, why do you think this shit is funny? This is your fucking child too. Some weird shit, man. Weird shit. Now, if I'm lying, why am I able to talk about this shit so fast like this?
Come on now. It's all right. Take your time. Woosah.
And she got the audacity to get on the internet and want to act like she don't want to have no affiliation with somebody that's not a Christian.
You got a lot to answer for. A lot. I wonder why you can't.
I got to hit my vape.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah.
Anything you want to say, go ahead.
You guilty of sin. You guilty of sin. It don't come no guiltier than you. That's why you can't look in the camera. They see the guilt on your face. They gonna go with that dumb excuse. Oh, me and my sister don't, I don't look in the camera because, You guilty. You're despicable. Disgusting. Diabolical.
He could have been talking about something else because she was eating up all the food in the damn house too.
You diabolical, bitch. Who you diabolical person, you? No wonder you can't look nobody in the face. Or in the camera, so to speak.
Bitch got it out for Raven. So don't nobody come tell me about some...
No wonder.
For Raven.
You know what you doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. What go around gonna come around, and it's gonna land so many times on you. You gonna pray. You gonna wish for you gonna want, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be crying out and nobody's gonna hear you. You gonna be begging for mercy and you won't get none. You won't get nail. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You lucky you in the United States. But even here, crimes against children get dealt with. In other countries, they do things differently.
No, that makes her unfit auntie, a deadbeat auntie, fucking bitch.
There you go. You know what you're doing. That's why you stay in Florida.
And that's why the focus is redirected on me. I'm trying to say I'm an unfit mother. It's because that bitch got a guilty conscience for what she did to my child.
There you go.
She can't even fuck something out to claim her as her niece. Shit was strategically done by my family to have my children taken from me. To have me knocked off. And she told me she marked for death. Need I go on? Well, I had a realization earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Hard time, rape, and had me at gunpoint. How my brother was the one that set that shit up.
So
when you realize the shit, it
blows
blows you up.
Okay. You just better know. You not. It's been figured out now. So, yeah. And you wonder why you can't sleep. You wonder why. You wonder why you can't sleep. You diabolical, despicable, you're a malevolent entity. That's what it is. You're not human.
I let my brother stay here because he's light skinned. And you fucked my husband because he was light skinned, you nut ass bitch.
I have nothing else to say to you.
Yeah, it's clear to me
so
now.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying, you be asking for help and whatnot, but ain't no help gonna come to you. When shit go down for you, ain't no help.
I have a right
you gonna get what you deserve.
Everybody's telling me I should just ignore it. Ignore these pent up emotions I feel inside about it all too. Pent up. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore all these pent up emotions I feel about the truth, right? Ignore that too, right?
My gosh.
I was not expecting all this to come out. Like the emotion part of it. I thought I could just tell it. And just tell it. I had the meltdown earlier. I thought I wooside and just I'm gonna just talk about it.
But yeah.
Are you crying?
I'm really pissed off and hurt. That. And then half it.
So that's why the directed focus is on me. That's why it's just not a thing where she can just tell her story about her targeting or her homelessness and just keep it pushing. They got the nerve to want to make money using my name to do it. Slap in my face, bro. Like, the epitome of no respect. It's like I am Nipsey getting shot in the head and kicked in the head.
Yep.
But from an emotional standpoint, that's what she's doing to me from an emotional standpoint. This is emotional abuse to the epitome. And now at this point, I am going to mark and say she is worse than my foster mom. My foster mom abused me and made money off of me too. But now she's doing it. So who's the one copying my foster mom?